Now we are going to see the next topic called structures. First we will learn about the definition of structures and what is meant by structures, and it is of two types. We can see the types and what is meant by structures now.
Structures. What is structures? Structure is a user-defined data type allows to combine data of different types together. It helps to construct complex data type. It is similar to array, holds data of similar type.
Structure means it is a user-defined data type and it combines data of different types. Different data types means integer data type, float data type, likewise character data type, likewise it combines and it makes together as a code that is called structures. And it is similar to array data. What does this array means? The only difference between the array and structure is in array it holds the data of similar type, that means same type, only integer data type, only character data type. But in structure it holds data of different types. So that is the only difference between the structure and array. Now we will move into the types of arrays.
So what is the structures? Structure is a user-defined data type, allows to combine data of different types together. That's why I highlighted it, data of different types together. It helps to construct complex data type. It is similar to array. Array means but it holds data of similar type. Now we will move on to the types of the structures is nested structures in C. And that were two types, separated structure, embedded structure. Separated structure, embedded structure. What is this separate structure? We can create two structures but each should be separate. Means the word separate itself meaning it is separated from one thing. But yes, it should be separated, but we can create more. It should be separated, but we can create two or more structures. So that is called a separate structure. For example, if I have, and the keyword for the structure is struct. S-T-R-U-C-T. Struct. We will use this keyword as in the programs to refer this word structure. So struct, if I am giving that variable name called date means, for date I need the date, today's date and the month and the year. So all these details are needed. So all these details I am now giving in the same data type. Int dd, int yum, int yy, semicolon, closing the curly braces, semicolon. Next struct, another, you see now I have created two structures but each is separated. So this is called separate structure. Struct employee. For an employee means his ID I need. Then his name, he will have a name. Then the date of joining, when he joined the company. And these details are only for a particular employee. We may have many employees in a company. So that's what we have mentioned here. And inside this, as we already learned in the definition, structure means it is a combination of different data types. So not only the same int comes here, the different data types comes. For ID means there will be numbers, integers. So I use int data type. For name means his name will be in characters wise. So I use the character data type, and array also I have used. And now I use again the struct to date, as I need the date of joining that for that particular employee. And after closing I am giving the employee 1, and this details are only for a particular person. Another details means we have to create another structure program likewise. Next we are going to see the second type called embedded structure. This word embedded means inside something. We are going to like stuffing something. It is also called nested structure also.
What is this embedded means? We are going to declare a structure inside another structure, as we have already seen in control statements. Nested if, likewise nested else. Inside if statement, I am going to give another if statement, nested for. Likewise, it is embedded structure or nested structure, declaring a structure inside another structure called embedded structure.
Embedded structure. It enables us to declare the structure inside the structure. It requires less line of codes, but it cannot be in multiple data structure. As we declare a structure inside a structure, the line of codes will be less. That means the program's line codes will be reduced, they say. But it cannot be in the multiple data structure. So if example, this is example program. I have a struct the same employee means, as like I am going to give int id, his id, and character, his name. Inside this struct employee, I am declaring again another called struct date. So in this date now I am the same, but I am declaring it inside a structure. In the struct date, I am giving int date, int month, int year, and for this employee's date of joining, I am declaring that here. Then this for employee 1, I have closed this function. So this part, this portion is called that embedded one, that is embedded inside another structure. So this is the example for embedded structure.
Next, we are going to see an important C program. That is, in this program, we are going to use both pointers as well as structures. The main aim, the concept of this program, we are going to calculate a person's age, weight, and we are going to display that in output. In this program, we will use both the pointers. Pointers means, as we have already studied in C++, the star symbol represents the pointers, and structures, as now we have seen struct keyword. By using these two concepts in a C program, we are going to calculate a person's age, weight, and everything.
So as like C programs, the basic is 2 header files. Hash include stdio.h. Second header file, hash include conio.h. But next, before entering into the main execution, as we are going to calculate a person's age and weight, that structure, as we are going to use the structure type method concept also, we have seen in the structure types, the structure should be first declared. So first I am giving the structure function. Struct person means, opening my curly braces, int his age will be in numbers, so I have given the data type int. Next is weight means it will be in point, likewise, so I am giving the data type float weight. Closing. Now I am opening the execution, void main. So that's what I am coming to tell. This struct part should be declared before the main's execution. Now inside I am using the struct, the variable name is person. Now I am using the pointer star, and for this age and weight I am giving the variables as p, p1. These are the two variable name we are naming for this age and for weight. Age means p, weight means p1. So this p should be equal an ampersand symbol p1, meaning it should get that value address. So I am using here the ampersand symbol. Next we are entering into the printf statement for the output. I am going to first calculate the age. So enter age, it should display. Next the scanf statement comes. As here we use int. For age means int data type only we have used. So %d, age, for age what variable we name, we have given p. So ampersand p. This is age part over. Next we are going to calculate for weight. So for that again printf statement, it should be displayed in the output, no, so enter weight. Next scanf statement, as it is a float data type, float means we will use %f, comma, for weight the variable name is p1 I have declared, so ampersand p1, because it is scanf statement. To get the value from that p1 we are giving ampersand symbol, closing. Next, these two should be displayed in the output, not with the name p is equal to the person's age or p1 is equal to the person's weight. I need a word age is equal to weight is equal to. So for that again we will give some printf statements. So next printf statement will be, it will be calculate, it will fetch the data values from there and it will say that it is displaying. Next printf statement, here comes that word age, means it is %d, comma, the word variable is p, and next p, comma, age, the word should be given. That's why it will go and calculate in that printf statement, and then the scanf statement comes, then this address of the variable will go there and it will get. So this comma age should be given. Then again next printf statement, I need my weight and that is %f, comma, p1, comma, weight, so that this weight word goes to this printf statement, then it comes to the scanf statement, and this ampersand symbol makes that variables to fetch that value, particular value, and it helps to display in your output. So that's all it got over get ch semicolon closing my curly braces. Now my output will be produced as like, first this printf statement appears, enter age, means if my age is 25 I have given. Second printf statement is enter weight, and give my weight as 60 means. Next this printf displaying will be produced, displaying. So likewise this enter age, after this enter age the enter weight statement, after the enter weight statement displaying statement. Likewise orderly it should print in the output. That's why we use all these inside this printf statement this /n. So this /n helps to make the statement to be displayed in the next new line. So that's why we give that /n, displaying it shows. Next this statement appears, age colon, again the word 25, then weight colon, it goes and fetch the value and again it displays. So that's all. And this program 60.00 we can give, as it is a float value, okay, we don't get